till now, the brain was thought to be rigid after a certain age. But now we have found that the brain is actually malleable and plastic, and it can be educated at any age to be more positive, to be more giving and achieving. For years I lived as a sannyasi monk with my head shaved and things, and when I, by the Ganga with one pair of chappals and not a purse, not a lipstick, not a bed even, because as a sannyasi you are like just moved from one room to another whenever. So you live with the basics. Even your clothes, 2 robes were given. So you just wore them every day, washed them yourself and wore them. There was nothing. Food was given, you ate that. You did not go to the market, you did not go there was no other kind of food. You ate those dal chawal every day, and you ate at the timings. You could not choose the timing of food. You could not choose when you wanted to have an extra coffee or a chocolate. There was no chocolate. I did not probably have chocolate in 5 years. There was no chocolate. There was no sweets. There was no snacks. There was only times. Breakfast at 7, lunch at 11, dinner at 5. After that, gates closed at 7, silence, monya. And this is a part of the discipline. So when I came back, I said, look, the science, the Western science is always looking for validation of things. A lot of our 10,000-year-old ancient heritage does not have validation. The Western science is 200 years old. Our ancient spiritual heritage, the ancient Vedic science, is more than 10,000 years old. But I was really glad to find neuroscience, which is actually studying the mind, and which says that up till now the brain was thought to be rigid after a certain age. But now we have found that the brain is actually malleable and plastic, and it can be educated at any age to be more positive, to be more giving and achieving. So I was thrilled to find that. And when I started to study, they also talk about positive psychology. So I did a course with Edith Berkeley in Science of Happiness and whatever. And I found that again, the whole aspect of the positive psychology, which says live in the now, don't live in the past, don't think about the future, live right here and perform right here. That was fantastic. And at the same time, I must tell you, this is 2013, I was also miraculously healing because doctors had given up, and suddenly I was healing on my own. Self-healing. And how was I self-healing? My half body was paralyzed, so it didn't move. I couldn't do things with the body. So how I started training the mind through deep meditation. So I went and did some deep Buddhist meditation, and actually served, in Kutch, Gujarat, one of the meditation centers. I ran the center for a couple of years as well. And the whole thing of compassion and empathy is actually what healed me. Because I just started thinking, how am I going to help the people around me? Because as I started to get well and I started to get positive, I started thinking, who can I help? What can I do? How do I start? I happened to be in a class for slum children in Stanislaus church in Mumbai, and I saw these children and I saw their depressed faces, apart from their malnourished bodies. And I have done social work. I know Bijli Kapra Makan and all this stuff. I know, and there's enough people doing it. There's enough NGOs doing it. And I said, why don't I start? Positive reaffirmation of the mind with these children. Let's start a research. And can we actually reaffirm the mind, whatever we do? Can we do it in a fun way? And not in like a serious, gosh, 1, 2, 3, this an exam way. Do it in a fun way, where people laugh. Laughter is a very important part of the teaching. And there is yogic laughter. So I said, okay, how do I include? And I made a program and I started research with the children. Because I also think like children are the future of tomorrow, and children's minds are open, far open than the adults' minds are. So we could plant positive affirmations in the child's mind. Can we do it? Let me see. Let's start it. And sure enough, I mean, within like actually 2 months, the children were full of joy. Not all the children, it's about 76%, full of joy, laughing, jumping. You know, those kids who were depressed and quiet and feeling that they have nothing else in the world.